Hello there. So, welcome to another episode of Awaken and Manifest Your Best Life, the podcast experience. How's it going, guys? So, today I wanted to talk about the mind-body connection. And I think this is one of those kind of hidden little things that we hear about so often, but no one really kind of breaks it down so it's easy to understand. So today I wanted to really kind of give you a step-by-step breakdown, short little video on how you can easily understand the mind-body connection. So let's dive in. Hey guys, I'm Ashley from theawakenstate.net, and today I want to talk about the mind-body connection. So if you like our videos, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for weekly drops every Friday, and let's dive in. Okay, so when it comes to the mind-body connection, the number one thing I want you to really understand is that we have our mind, our mindset, then we have our emotions, which connects to our body, and then we have also our habits and our behaviors, and we also have our identity. And so what you'll find is a lot of people, they're starting to embrace change, and they're starting to look at, well, how can I change? What you'll find is most people will only attack change from the environment level. And so what occurs for most people when they only attack change from the environmental level is they'll have less than mediocre results. And so what occurs often with the environmental level is you are only approaching change from the outside world. You're only approaching change from changing things externally. Now, with the mind-body connection, what it teaches you to do is create change from the internal level to the external level, not the external level to the internal level, like most people naturally just assume will happen. Most people will be in an assumption that if I just exert a bunch of physical effort and I excessively meditate and I excessively exercise, then I will see my results. But unfortunately, the mind does not work that way. And what you'll find is that the mind-body revolution, we're going to have a kitty cameo today. So the mind-body revolution, let's listen. Wait. Baby, you got to sit on the fire. Okay. Anyway. So the mind-body revolution has, I'm like totally off my guard here. Okay, let's just start over. Rewind. All right. So when it comes to the mind-body revolution, it's important to understand that you have your mindset influences the thoughts that you think, translates to the feelings that you feel in your body, and the feelings that you feel in your body translate to the actions you take. The actions you take translate to the habits you create. Now, the habits you create translates into your identity of who you are, your self-image of who you are, how you identify yourself as a person, your persona of who you are. This is how the mind-body connection works. So when we start to look at how the thoughts we think translates to the feelings we feel, and the feelings we feel translates to the actions we take, the actions we take translate to the habits that we create, the habits that we create translate to the identity we embody in our daily life. That becomes what we choose to externally project and create through manifestation in our given reality. So you can see that the mind-body connection teaches you to create change from the internal state of the mind connected to the affirmations that you feel in the throat chakra, connected to the actions you take in the solar plexus chakra, and the actions you take translate to the habits. Now, how do we break this down? Well, when you think about the concept of the mind-body connection, what's occurring is the mind is connecting to the feelings that you're having. And those feelings are going to influence how you take action. So what does this look like? Well, I want you to think about the last time you were afraid and you didn't take the action. Now, I want you to think about the last time you were so excited, you were so thrilled and inspired that you jumped into action and you like practically ran out the door of your house because you were so excited. It's a different conversation, isn't it? Because it's the vibration that you were emitting. Now, if you were to just think about when you have thoughts that are influencing your self-belief, naturally, you'll be more likely to believe something. Think about Santa Claus. For real, if you think about it, the concept of Santa Claus is nothing more than a self-belief. It's a self-belief that became so real for so many children that it's now a cultural phenomena that has influenced the hearts and minds of so many children. And it's a belief of magic. And there's this beautiful element to self-belief where you start to learn how to believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you're more likely to take action. When you believe in yourself, you're more likely to love yourself. When you believe in yourself, you're more likely to have more self-accountability with yourself and literally back yourself to take the actions you need to take. Well, why is that? Well, the reason for that is because your mindset is fueling your emotions, and your emotions are fueling your actions, and those actions are translating into results. Now, take it the other way. A person who, has a lot of, maybe they're shy, or maybe they aren't really sure of themselves. Maybe they feel unconfident. Maybe they're really doubting themselves and doubting their abilities, doubting their confidence in themselves, doubting their gifts in themselves. That person probably isn't going to take action. That person probably has more lower emotions that are keeping them in inaction. Maybe they feel doubtful. Maybe they feel sad, or maybe they feel discouraged with themselves. It's important to see that this is how the mind-body connection actually works. Sure, I can be here all day and go look into the science of it, and I could go and read the textbook definition for you, but I think it's more important that you look at it just simply like this. And that's your mindset with the thoughts that you're thinking right now will influence the feelings that you're feeling right now. And those feelings that you feel will start translating into your beliefs and your habits and your actions that you're taking in your day-to-day life. And what this translates to is you'll start to realize that this influences the habits you'll create. And so if you have a habit of always feeling discouraged with yourself, and then you feel doubtful of yourself, then of course you're not going to start the blog. Of course you're not going to start the video channel. Of course you're not going to write the book. And so you can see how it's a self-fulfilling prophecy that you're creating through the mind-body connection. Now, what most people do is they only believe physical effort alone will get them the result, and then they wonder why shit isn't working. The shit isn't working because they're not working with the mind-body connection. This is why I strongly love to teach the mind-body connection in almost all of my courses, and especially the Ultimate Chakra Academy, because what you'll find is that without the mind-body connection component, the pattern will revert, the results won't occur, and what will always normally happen is it reverts back to its previous pattern. And the reason for this is because the mind-body connection was not established. What instead you have is the mind-body disconnect. And this is the final thing I want to just leave you with, is you have this concept of where the mind is disconnected from the body. And because of the mind-body disconnect, the actions become harder. The actions do not sustain into a habit. The mind is disconnected from the emotion. The mind is disconnected from the feeling. The mind is disconnected from the vibration in your body. So for example, this is a very easy concept to get. So say if you're wanting to manifest more abundance, but you're saying thoughts to yourself, I'm abundant, I am abundant, I am abundant. But internally, you're vibrating and feeling, shit, we don't have enough money. Shit, I'm in lack right now. I need to get out of lack. What healing work do I need to do to get out of lack? What can I do to get out of lack? How do I get out of lack? This mindset is putting you in lack. This mindset is putting you in fear. This mindset's putting you in scarcity. That's the opposite of abundance. So you're creating a mind-body disconnect between abundance and lack. But the abundance is still occurring in the mind. It's not occurring on the body. And the reason for this is because there's no energetic component that is helping sustain the vibration of abundance. So to put this more simply, it's like the mind is saying one thing, the body is saying the other. The body is connected to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind will always overrule the mind. Because if the subconscious mind does not connect to the body, if it doesn't feel it's safe, if it's literally creating a disconnect vibrationally, if it's like literally a split vibration, what is going on is there's a mind-body disconnect, and that's why the results do not sustain. They always revert. They always revert because the disconnection is happening on the chakra level, on the subconscious level, and what's occurring is there's literally a disconnection between the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. The conscious mind is the mind, the subconscious mind is the body. So in order to literally establish the mind-body connection, you have to merge the conscious mind and the subconscious mind to be on the same page so they can create connection, and that instigates the mind-body connection, which perpetuates you into being a full energetic match for whatever you desire. That's literally how manifestation actually works. It works by combining the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, and they have to be bridged together to create an energetic match. So when it comes to looking at the mind-body connection, where do you feel like you're at? Do you feel like you're more in a place where you're all mind or all body? Are you all body and no mind? Because what you'll find is that sometimes we just take body, we'll just take actions really excessively, but we forget the mind component, where we're not really thinking about our mindset, our emotions, or we're not even thinking about the thoughts that we're thinking. So that also creates a conscious disconnection. Or we could be all mind and no body, where we're not thinking about our emotions and our actions. We're just thinking about our affirmations and our thoughts. You need both to create the mind-body connection. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this quick little breakdown of the mind-body connection. I'd love to know your thoughts about what you think about this really cool way to look at the mind-body connection. And as you know, the Chakra Academy will be opening its doors very shortly. If you are interested in learning more about the mind-body connection in depth, I highly recommend checking out the Ultimate Chakra Academy. It will be opening its doors very shortly. You can get on the wait list down below. And we also have the free chakra training. There's a few more days left to join if you're interested in that. I will leave a chakra link down below where you go to freechakramasterclass.com if you're too eager to get started. And that's what I have for you. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time.